Hi, this is Vaish, and let's go through all the books that I read in the month of November. So, usually, how I do this is like I would post reviews throughout the month, and then I would also like create a short reel which summarizes the entire month reads. But this time, I thought that let's make also a detailed video where we discuss all the books. So, okay, so we have our book pile over here, and let's start. So, the first book that I read is this month is L. Kennedy's The Legacy. So L. Kennedy, she's a sports romance writer. So she has written four books called The Deal. Like that's one of the series that she has written. And The Legacy is actually an epilogue book. So all the four characters, they make appearances. They have like chapters dedicated to each of them, and then you have like their stories, like what happened to them after their main book ended. So that's what is there in The Legacy. Honestly, I did not like some of the uh, endings, like what happened next. Though I would like to like give a special shout out to Tucker. I really liked his story in the epilogue book. So yeah, again I got this book from the library. So like shout out to getting books from the library. Then the next book that I read is I Am Cleopatra by Natasha Solomon. So this particular book, it was a gifted copy, and I liked it because I had zero idea about Cleopatra. So that's why uh, this book was like a good beginner introduction to Cleopatra's life and perspective. It's a retelling of Cleopatra's life, so it's not like exact history. It's more of like a retelling, but I did feel that there was a lot of focus on Caesar, which was also reflected in some other reviews by other people. And also, if you are somebody who already knows about Cleopatra's life, like what happened, like you are a history buff and you know like what all took place, then I feel that this book won't be the best book for you because uh, then there is like nothing new for you to like discover. Also, again, I would reiterate that there was a lot of focus on Caesar and Cleopatra's relationship than focus on just Cleopatra independently. So yeah, so this was like an okay read, but I enjoyed it because I had no idea about Cleopatra's life, as I mentioned. Then the next book that I read was Heart Check by Emily Charlotte. This is again a sports romance. This is again a gifted copy, and the book released in November. And trust me, I enjoyed reading it a lot. This is a young adult sports romance, and he is obviously a hockey player, and she is a business student, and they have an enemies to lovers relationship in the book. So she kind of hates hockey players because all the budget in the school is generally allotted to hockey, and that's why students who are pursuing other fields of study, they don't get enough budget uh, for their study. So that's why she hates him, and he thinks that she's very rude. And it's a very nice coming of age story where they discover themselves as well as their romance, their relationship. The side characters are also so well written. I actually had a great time reading this book, and I would like definitely recommend you to like read it also. So I enjoyed reading this one. The next book that I read is The Dramatic Life of Jonah Penrose. So, this book, again, a gifted copy, but I loved it. So, this is a theater romance, which in itself is like a very unique, which was like a unique read for me because I haven't read a theater romance early on. So, this is Jonah Penrose and this is Dexter Ellis. And Jonah is like this very relatable character because he has his own insecurities, and like he visualizes things based on those insecurities, but it's like a constant dilemma, right? Like how we every one of us goes through. But he like the character arcs of both Jonah as well as Dexter, they are so well written. The side characters are hilarious. Even they have their own character arcs, and while reading the book you can actually relate to both the lead characters, as well as you know like almost learn a moral lesson from them. And the book achieves this while not being preachy, which is the best part. The romance is also so good. uh, I love this book too. So yeah, this was like another great read in the month of November. Then the next book is was an ebook that I read on Kindle. So on KU actually, so it's available on KU. It was a sports romance, a single dad romance. It's called Blue Lines and Lullabies. I'm putting a picture over here. But yeah, it was like a good book. It was a short novella, so I just like skimmed through it in like a day. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted a break from I had taken a short break while reading, and I wanted to get back into that reading space. So that's why I just like read that short novella, and it was good. Like, if you just want to read like a somewhat spicy, happy-go-lucky, happy ending story without giving much thought to like the characters or their development, it was like a good read in that perspective. Enjoyable read, like that, I would say that. And even like the characters and everything were also like good, like they were well written. It was not like very badly written book or anything. It was good. The next book that I read was another ebook. It's called Right Where We Belong by Farah Penn, and the book is released, and you should absolutely buy the book. I'm putting a picture over here again. This particular book, if you are a STEM person, you are gonna love it. It's an enemies to lovers romance, and there is time travel and all these somewhat magical yet scientific concepts. This book, the character arcs of both the lead characters, it is so well written. And there are dialogues between the characters, and those dialogues, like romantic dialogues between two characters, they have been written by giving analogies with the cosmos. There are also philosophies which are mentioned, which are related to our galaxies, our universe. So it's like a beautiful read. I had taken like so many screenshots, and I have highlighted so many uh, snippets. I think it's a very good book to like own a physical copy. That's what I am thinking of doing, because I really want to annotate the book, and I want to mark all those pages and mark all those dialogues which I really love. Like, it's definitely a keeper. Like, it'll be a wonderful addition to your shelf. It's also a book which discusses about dealing with grief. So it's like, it sounds so serious based on like everything that I've described, but while reading it, it is so well balanced that there are fun elements, there is like some jealous elements, there are some cute moments, there are some moments where you really introspect. So overall, this book was also a 10 on 10. And the last book that I read in November was a physical copy. This is The Stopover by TL Swan. This is a CEO billionaire romance. But honestly, guys, I did not like it. Like, honestly, folks, I did not like it. It just was not the book for me. It was super cringy. I mean, if you are paying, like, if you have like such a pretty paperback, like look at the sprayed edges and the cover and everything, you are paying $20 to buy this book, and if you are getting a story which is a very Wattpad romance story, then I just feel it's not like worth the money that you have spent, unless that's the genre that you are looking for. The thing is, yeah, I mean, if this was a mass market book, sure, like, yeah. Or if you're reading this on Wattpad, like, honestly, any CEO billionaire romance novel on Wattpad, like a decently written one, like with no grammatical mistakes, it could be same as this book. I'm honestly sorry for all anyone who like loved this book. Like these are my personal opinions. I also felt like the hero was like the male character. Uh, he was super sexist. He kept saying that his ex-girlfriend, who was the same age as him, is workaholic, but this his new girlfriend, Emily, is not like has time for him. Obviously, she has time for you. She's 10 years, like I think 10 or 12 years junior to you. She has just joined the organization. She doesn't have that amount of workload which your ex had, right? So yeah, he was like super sexist, and the only characteristics that he had was like being super horny and just be showing off his money. So that was the male character. And the female lead, oh god, she was also so problematic because she wasn't just submissive, she was like spineless. uh, she actually stood up for herself in one of the chapters, and in the following chapter she goes ahead and says calls herself a crazy bitch because she, you know, like she fought with him. So that did not sit well with me. Also, he cheats on her, and she has like a small excuse of a fight with him, and it's like all la la land again. uh, I did not like I did not like it at all. I just feel that no, just go on Wattpad or Inkit and read a billionaire romance. I feel that some Wattpad books are better than this book. Like I can give you recommendations of Wattpad books which are actually nice. I don't know whether they are still free because I know that Wattpad has that premium. Yeah, but because I read them like around 10 years ago or something. But yeah, there are some really great books on Wattpad which are way better than this. So a no for me. It's a shame that it's such a pretty book, and I felt like, you know, it's such a cute, like it's a beautiful copy, right? Like it's a perfect copy to go to a cafe and read it over there, or keep it in your shelf with the edges on display. But I did not like the plot at all. Anywho, if you liked it, obviously, good for you. Anywho, that's a wrap up on all the November reads. I think I talked a lot, but yeah, all these books are also available on my Instagram page as well as on YouTube. Like I do these posts, so they are available over there. Like, or if they are not, I'll be posting them in the coming days, so you can just like go through the review in detail if you like want to like look at a particular book instead. And see you soon in January with December 8th. So till then, happy new year, happy holidays, spend time with your family, spend reading books, like doing stuff that you like, and see you next year. Bye.